Good morning and welcome. The Holy Spirit impressed upon me that it's time to stop running the laps in the desert of Demo for the past 8 years and prepare for the next 40 days, 40 trading days, to enter the promised land of live and to enter it with trust and boldness. So this video is currently live now because I took a position. Well, I'm not live using real money. I'm still in demo. This is countdown 39, day 39. And the 5 crossed our 0. I'm calling the 40 EMA our 0 because in the STO world, Sangha Trading Oscillators world, we were used to having a 0 line. So in this layout, all in one layout number 17, the 40 EMA acts as a 0 line. And why do I say that? Because if the 5 went below the 40 or went below the 0, it's going to go back to the 0 either to cross through the 0 or bounce off the 0. So the 40 EMA is now the 0 line in our nomenclature. So we've entered this long. And before we entered this long, this opportunity was spotted off of the 3-minute. On the 3-minute, it's a bounce of the 5 off the 0. It was confirmed off of the 5 minutes. Yep, the 5 minutes is a bounce off the 5 with the MACD also crossing up through the 0. And now we're on the 1 minute to manage the trade. And we'll let that continue up. And the exit I'm looking for is a color change on the MACD line. But before I get out, of course, I will confirm it with the 3-minute to see if it's actually we should get out. So, in other words, I really could stay on the 3-minute and just be here. Otherwise, if I stay on the 1 minute, the 1 minute, since it's a lower time frame, will tend to scare me as the MACD changes or flickers in color. So as far as we're concerned, we're still here on the long on the RLM, even though the bid-ask lines here on the side, and I'm calling these bid-ask lines the babies, and when the babies start pushing the middle, technically I should be out. But I'm going to stay in because the lines are still up color and I should probably have gone out. Let's confirm with the 5. The 5 says that we probably should get out as the MACD heads back down below the 0. So let's look at the 1 minute and see if we could time a better out. Or unless it's too late. It may be too late. So there may still be value in why we should manage our trade on the 1 minute. Or use the exit technique of if the babies push the middle of the bar, get out. But on the 1 minute, since the 5 hasn't changed to the down color, we'll hold. We'll stay in. So I guess we use the 1 minute to manage our trade, even though it tends to scare us because it's a lower time frame. So as long as that MACD doesn't cross down into the 5, I'll be happy because this was maybe just a breather and we will continue our journey to R1. The pivot up here. I mean the resistance up here. So we're still holding and seeing what the MACD will do. Let's confirm with the 5 minute. The 5 minute says, yep, the MACD is up color going along our 0 line. So good. As long as it's slightly above the 0 line, we will continue on our upward trend. The angle of the 5 is good, still going up angle. On the 3 minute, same story as the 5. So let's manage our trade on the 1 minute. Now we have both down colors. So if that's the case, I'm going to flatten here while we're still positive. So $5, 2 fills. And I'm going to pause the video until something interesting happens. I'm going back in for the buy on the RLM since the MACD had turned, keeping my stop very tight. The 3 minute confirmed the turn when the MACD finally stopped hugging the 0, or the 40 EMA, which I call the 0. So now we'll manage this on the 1 minute. And I think as I manage this, I'll try to use the principle of getting out when babies push the middle. Middle of the bar, that is. That'll tend to get you out way too soon, but it has worked for me on my subconscious level, so that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to be true to my subconscious. Unfortunately, the babies are pushing the bottom of the bar now. And we should have been out. But let's see what the MACD does. If the MACD continues going sideways to up, then we are going to go up. And I like the angle of that 0 line. The 0 line is slightly up, so continue to watch. I'm going to pause because my video has a 15-minute limit until something else interesting happens. Welcome back. So we're now up to 1250 on this one, given my previous negative. I mean, slightly positive. Oil is still relatively flat, below, going down. Gold is very flat. We wouldn't even try it. And if oil was going to be going up, we would check the 5 minute and see if it confirms, and it doesn't confirm. Oil is still tending to be on the downside. The opportunity of the 5 crossing the 0 is not there. On the ES, price action unfortunately is going sideways, and we're seeing that on the RLM because we seem to have a resistance here at 1224.9 that we are not breaking through yet. But the babies are pushing the top of the bar and just broke through it, so we may go up. We still will go up. So I'm just watching and seeing. Since the ES is the big sister, as long as all the colors are up on the ES, why not stay in it on the RLM? And I'll keep the recording going because I believe my exit will be coming soon here. Let's check the 5 minutes of the RLM. Everything's still up color, good angle. 3 minute, everything up color, good angle. And we're managing it on the 1 minute. We have such a spread on the babies, which kind of makes me uncomfortable. But the babies are still pushing the top of the bar. So yeah, we'll stay with it while the babies continue to push the top of the bar. I'm watching the, let me go to the 1 minute on the ES so that I can get a prediction on when the RLM will turn. RLM is pushing the middle of the bar again. ES is still strong. Baby's pushing the top of the bar. We'll still stay with it. So now this is the horse race. or wondering when the horse race will end. Beautiful jump on the ES. We still stay with this on the 1 minute. Baby's pushing the middle of the bar on the ES. Or yeah, we're reaching for the R1. Okay, so right here I'm gonna take profit on the RLM, $90. Now, why did I take profit? Because we're getting closer to the R1, and the ES is still strong going up, so we are going to continue to go up, and most likely reach R1. So that ends my second production run for day 39. This is how easy it is to use the AIO 17 layout. Essentially, we look for the zero cross of the 5, and or a bounce of the 5, and when we see that opportunity on the on the 3 minute, yeah, we go in and take it. So the 3 minute time frame is used for looking for opportunities. The 5 minute is used for confirming. The 1 minute is used for managing our position. So that's the rules of these time frames. 1 minute, manage your position. 3 minutes, look for opportunities. 5 minute, confirm the opportunity. Many blessings to you. See you next time. Bye-bye.